Hey guys, I wanted to show you a couple of cool things I picked up at the antique store. Um, this is an old silverware box. It's kind of old and fallen apart and busted up. I'm going to use it for a project. I'm going to have to kind of restore it first because the lid is completely unhinged off the box here. And like the top, part of the top kind of came undone, so I'm going to have to glue that back together. I don't know the age of the box or anything. The only thing I know, it's got this label inside in the lining. And then, like I said, it's kind of funky. I only paid $5 for it. It's got a drawer down here in the bottom, too. It's got that lining in it. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. I'm on my phone. So I'm going to pull the lining out of both of those. I've got to redo the bottom there because that's the bottom of the drawer right here. So, like the wood, see, even that piece is loose. So I've got to get a new piece of wood to put under there. I also picked up a couple of books. This is Irish Anthology of Literature, which I thought was pretty cool. I am actually Irish. My grandfather, my father's father, actually had to come through Ellis Island to become a citizen in like 1912 or 1913, something like that. And so I've always kind of liked Irish literature, Irish history. This is French stories book. Actually, I'm going to use this for a project too. I'm going to gut it and make a new journal out of it. It's in pretty good shape. And I paid $1 for this. I paid $1 for the other one. I picked up this also. It's called The Honorable Peter Sterling. I got this with the intention of gutting it, but I don't think I can bring myself to do it because look at the copyright. 1898. This book's 100 years old. And also, at some point or another, I guess it was in on a military base or something. Because of that stamp, I don't know. So I'm probably just going to put this up somewhere. And I guess they used a piece of old newspaper as a bookmark. That's the first time I've actually seen that in there. But yeah, I mean, it's not coming apart or anything, so. And then the two that I'm super, super, super excited about that I saw them, and like, because I went in there looking for the box, and I went in there looking for books to, books that I could use to make journals or something out of, something I was going to gut. And I found these books, and I had to go back and get them the next day because I didn't have any money on me that day, and his debit machine was broken. But when I got home, I realized even though I was going back to get these books, there was no way I would have the heart to do anything to them. I wouldn't be able to do it, which is why I ended up picking up a couple of those others. But I have this Day's New Intellectual Arithmetic. This is an arithmetic book. From 1877. Like, it's got, I don't know if this is recent writing or not. Like, I honestly have no idea. Like, the sticker, I don't know when that would have been put in there either. In the back, it has an inscription. It says, Dear Louise, on the last page of thy life weigh angles with will peace with peace. I'm not really sure what, I mean, I'm having a hard time. Thy life weigh angles with peace. That's what it looks like it says. And, I don't know, I thought this was really, really cool. Like, I mean, some of the problems in here. A man employed one laborer for 6 weeks at $7 a week and another for 5 days at $2 a week. How much did he have to pay both? 3 and 8 are how many? 6 and 9. 4 and 4 are how many? 4 and 11. 4 and 10. 4 and 12. Another subtraction. A lady went shopping with $15. She bought 4 yards of cloth at $2 a yard, 2 pairs of gloves at $1 a pair, and a shawl for $2. What did all cost, and how much had she left? At 8 cents a dozen, what will 10 dozen pens cost? If a man earns 5 shillings a day and a boy 3 shillings, how much will both earn in 7 days? One man travels at the rate of 15 miles in 3 days, another at the rate of 20 miles in 2 days. How much further in one day does the latter travel than the former? Yeah, it goes into fractions. Tables. Percentage. Oh, I thought this was really, really cool. And it's not, I mean, it's old, so yeah, it's kind of coming apart, but it's not too bad shape. And then I also got this one. This is an eclectic, it's a U.S. history book. It's like an eclectic U.S. history. Like, it doesn't have the copy. If there was a copyright page in here, it's missing. But it has down here Cincinnati, Ohio, January 1890. And then when you look at the table of contents in here, the last president was Grover Cleveland. Like, that's the last guy that they have in here. And I think I was looking up, and they've got some of these wrong, I think. Because it says he was the 25th term and the 27th term. But I believe he was the 22nd and 24th president. If I have my history right, I could be wrong. I'm not that great with history. But yeah, it's got all these little drawings and stuff in it. And at some point it was written in, I don't know when. But this one's a little more rough than the math book. And then inside of the history book, I found this. And it's a listing of all the presidents on a piece of notebook paper. But look at the date on the paper. It'll focus. 1918. So, and he had written on the presidents and even a couple on the back. So, anyway, I paid $1 for all these books. Like, so in the end, I ended up paying the guy $10, $5 for the box and $5 for the books. And so, I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. And there's like a card inside. Inside the Irish history book, there was a card. The tongue being in a wet place is apt to slip when going very fast. I don't know when that's from, but anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. I've been excited about these books for like a couple days. I picked these up before I went to work yesterday, and I was excited. I was showing them to everybody at work, and everybody was like freaking out because I managed to get them for $1. I don't know if the guy didn't realize what he was selling me, because like I handed him the books the day before, he held on to them for me, and when I came back the next day, he handed it back to me and just told me, oh, well, you know, those were very old. That's all he said. So I don't know if he didn't really know, or if he didn't really just care too much because they were books, or if maybe because they're got all that writing and stuff in there, maybe and they're falling apart, maybe they're not worth anything and that's why he didn't care. I'm not really sure, but I think they're awesome and I'm really excited and I wanted to share that with you guys. So talk to you later. Bye.